It's come out in the last week that Texas A&M was seeking some type of punishment, discipline, sanctions of some sort against Nick Saban in Alabama because of the comments that Saban made. Okay, my viewpoint on that is that when Saban made the comments, I didn't know whether he was accusing Texas A&M of cheating. The comments were vague enough that they could be interpreted as he's accusing them of cheating, or he's just saying they've got more money than everybody else. So this system's not really good for college football. We got to fix it. And then he obviously backpedaled and he put it into terms that I was not accusing anyone of cheating. So for Texas A&M to go after him in light of those comments, I thought was a bit ridiculous because they're not blatant enough. I got to think that this caused an uproar on Bama message boards and everything that you're involved in, and Bama Nation's got to be kind of hot about this one, or laughing about it, one or the other.
I mean, I'm laughing, but there's some Bama fans. The tensions are still high out there. Anytime you bring up, I mean, that was once you thought we were kind of moving past it. It comes out Texas A&M was looking for Nick Saban to get fined or suspended. I think you hit the nail on the head with your second point there. I think Nick Saban's big argument about naming Texas A&M was the amount of resources they had. At the event, he was talking to all the big boosters around, or all the big money holders around the Alabama area. Hey, if we got to compete, they're spending this amount of money. And I do think he was wrong to name Texas A&M or Jackson State or their sort of recruiting, just because, it's just not worth. It's clearly not worth it if we're talking about it in the summer. But I think the funniest thing that came out of the entire situation, whether it was Nick Saban's initial comments or Jimbo Fisher's response, is that they agreed on the core issue. When Jimbo Fisher was going off his whole tirade of calling Nick Saban a narcissist, accusing him of having his own skeletons in his closet, Jimbo was asked in the press conference if he thought the current setup of NIL was good or not, and he said it needed to change. So, and that's exactly what Nick Saban was trying to point out during his whole initial run and statement, of which he's always been consistent on. So I just thought that was the funniest thing out of the entire situation, that the two of them, even though they're trading blows at each other, they agree on what was important.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to competitiveness. If they were on the same coaching staff right now, they would be lock, stop, barrel on the same page. But Nick Saban's won a zillion championships. Despite what Georgia accomplished last year, he basically still owns the sport and the SEC. And Jimbo Fisher, for as accomplished as he is, wants to get there. He's made a lot of great strides before NIL even to get there, but it's yet to be proven on the field despite the win head-to-head last year. So you got two guys that are ultra competitive, and they want to get any edge they possibly can in the recruiting game. Jimbo's trying to get there. Nick's trying to keep his ground and keep his status as number one, and this is the result.
I mean, it's the motto of the conference, right? It just means more. Just means more. Everything means more in the SEC.